Lesson 4 Clicker Game. Sup guys, LT here, and welcome to Lesson 4 Clicker Game, which is divided into 4 sections: create assets, and then code it, reward system, and we'll finish off with creating more rewards. Alright, so let me introduce the project. So basically in this clicker game, players get points by clicking on the button. There's also a watermelon reward system that helps players to increase their points more quickly. To check out this project and other projects in this lesson tutorial series, go to the URL you see on the screen right now and follow the official studio. Guys, so head on to scratch.mit.edu, and since we're creating a clicker game, we're going to delete the scratch cat, and we're going to go in here and choose a sprite. So for this first sprite, I want you to choose something that will be the button that people will click in the game. So it can be anything you want. It could be like a silly bat if you want. It could be a button. It could be anything really. But I'm just gonna choose a button. So I'm gonna click on button 1. And I'm gonna choose a background for this game as well. Again, you can choose whatever you want. I'm just gonna choose blue sky. Okay. So let's go to our little button here, and clicking on the button, I'm gonna click on costumes, and I'm going to change this a little bit. I'm going to click on the text tool, and then I'm gonna type click me, and then choose the button here, and then I'm going to center it right here, and I'm going to change this color to black. So go to fill, and then you can play with all these different tools. I'm just going to change it to black, so change the brightness to 0. And then I'm going to make it fit into the circle a little bit more. So I'm going to hover over one of the corners, and I see this arrow thing come up. Then I'm going to reduce it, and then put it right in the middle. Okay. And also, I think I don't like the gradient. This one that makes it look like there's yellow and then green in the same color. So I'm gonna click on the circle, go to fill, and right now it's set to this gradient. If you change it to this, it'll look like that. This one makes it look like that, and this one makes it look like it's just one color. I think that's what I want. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna make it brighter. And then I'm gonna click on the outer circle, and again, instead of this, or this, I'm gonna just click on the solid color, and maybe I'll change the color a little bit to like blue. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Okay, so let's go to our coding now. Okay, so clicking on our button, I'm gonna say, when the green flag is clicked, I want this button to look a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go to looks, and I'm gonna set size to, let's try 200. Let's click on the green flag. Okay, that's pretty good. Maybe a little bit bigger. Oops, 250. Okay, that's awesome. And I'm gonna put it right here. The reason why I'm putting it on this side is because we're gonna create some rewards that people can click on this side. So I'm gonna put this button here, and then I'm gonna make sure that it always is there when we start the game. So I'm gonna move it where I want it, and then go to this and say go to this. And I'm going to just change it to 0, the Y to 0, so it's perfectly centered right in the middle. And that is awesome. And then we're going to make it change when people click. So let's go to events and click on when this sprite is clicked. Okay, so when this sprite is clicked, I want it to change colors. So I'm going to go into looks and I'm going to say change color effect by 25. There's lots of other effects you can also check out too. I'll show you what this does. So let's click on it. Ooh, our button is changing colors, which is totally awesome. So that's great. Okay, so it's changing colors. But now, how do we make it so that people can collect points when they click? Can you guess? Well, you have to create a variable. Okay, so this is the first time we're creating a variable. A variable is something that stores information like numbers or words. In this case, we're going to be storing the number of clicks someone has when they click on the button here. So we already have this variable, but you can't see it because you have to click on this and make it into a check mark, and then you'll see it appear here. So we're going to use this variable. Let's make sure the check mark is clicked, and then right click to find rename variable. Okay, rename. So I'm going to call it clicks. Oops, clicks. And there you go. We have clicks here. Right now, it doesn't do anything. But in order for clicks to go up whenever we click on it, we're going to go and say, okay, in the beginning, when green flag is clicked, go to variables, set clicks to 0. So no points when you start the game. But when this button, when this sprite is clicked, then we want to change clicks by 1. Let's see what happens now. Okay, click. Oh, do you see the points going up? Awesome, that means it's working really well. Super, super. Okay, so this is what we have so far. The code here is for the colors and the looks of the sprite, and over here we have code that changes the points. And when you stop the game and then press the green flag again, clicks goes to 0 and then you can play again. Awesome. Well, that is basically a very easy clicker game, but we're going to challenge ourselves and we're going to create a reward system so that when you click on something, you get to have even more clicks added to your score.